What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush. Let's talk Jets. Hope everybody had an excellent weekend. Thank you to everybody that's been watching our streams and checking out our videos. We definitely appreciate it. Also, if you ordered our new shirt, we'll start shipping them out next week. We also have some available for sale as well. So this is getting interesting with Quinnen Williams, and I had a feeling this was going to happen when last week Coach Salas said he wasn't worried about a deal getting done. Joe Douglas commented on he was really encouraged by how the negotiations were going. And then Quinnen wasn't based on some of his tweets, wasn't feeling the same thing. So now his Twitter bio is defensive tackle of blank. And this is what happens in this day and age of the NFL, where if you're not happy with negotiations, you wipe your social media of team logos. You try to create that little air of I'm unhappy. So right now, Quinnen's not attending, voluntary workouts, which is fine. To me, this doesn't become a story until training camp. I mean, right now, nothing's being missed. And there's always, when there's a legitimate deadline, things heat up, right? So training camp, you start missing valuable practices that, you're with your teammates in the dog days of summer. That's when it gets important. Right now, it's not really that big of a deal. But you kind of wish it would get done with. I mean, Quinnen Williams has done the right thing. He gets better every year. He's arguably one of the best players on defense. He's heading into the prime of his career, one of the best players at his position. So it just comes down to how much money do the Jets want to pay him and how much money does he want? Now, he could be, a $100 million player, but it always comes down to guaranteed money, right? So I don't think the Jets are going to pay him more than Aaron Donald, nor should they. But if he's a step down from that, that's fine. So we're looking at what? $65 million guaranteed. He's going to average what? $25 million a year. That's kind of the ballpark. And the one thing with the Jets, you kind of feel like, or from my perspective, you kind of feel like the longer they waited, the higher his value got, because you saw the contracts for Lawrence and Sims and everybody else. But needless to say, this is a distraction the team doesn't need. This seems like just a slam dunk. Like, this is probably Joe Douglas's biggest contract he has to offer a free agent. Now, I understand the compensation for Aaron Rodgers was big, but this is his most, a prominent guy in the locker room, where Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson are both watching, like, hey, are they going to take care of one of their own? How are they going to handle one of our guys? You see players all over social media pulling for Quinnen. So the spotlight's on Douglas to get it done. I think they should. I think they will. And this is, you don't want this dragging out the training camp, especially if you're on Hard Knocks. I'm an older fan. I remember the whole Darrelle Revis Hard Knocks stuff. That's just, it's just like you don't need distractions. It seems like an easy thing to do in terms of cap space down the line. The Jets are going to have tons of it. So just do it, man. The other news that's kind of interesting is Kwon Alexander is meeting with the Steelers tonight. Now, I was kind of assuming the Jets are going to bring him back. And if not, I think that's a setback. I'm curious to see, what are they haggling over? Or do they seriously have that much confidence in Sherwood and Nasruddin? To me, I'd rather have the veteran that played well last year, the defense, another guy all the teammates like. And it's like, if you're a win-now team in this mode, why would you play a game with Kwon? I don't understand. Unless maybe he wants 2 or 3 years instead of 1. So if he goes to the Steelers, I'm fascinated to see what the numbers are, because the Jets shouldn't be playing games with this kind of stuff. So let me know what you think about Quinnen. Do you think it's going to get done? Also about Kwon, which I think we all want him back. And are you getting a little bit nervous? And that's it. I'll talk to you guys later.